Director of TIPS Academy, Vellore, Tamilnadu. He is a certified soft skill trainer and management graduate with specialization in marketing and human resources. He has spent almost 10 years in the industry in private sector, out of which recent 5 years have been complete focus towards the training development and competence assessment and mapping. He trained more than 2,500 candidates on career enrichment, skills, personal personal effectiveness, entrepreneurship development, management, and functional skills. He is also visiting faculty of Tamil Nadu Entrepreneurship Development Innovation Institute, Chennai, Versatile Business School, and few other business schools. I request sir to start the session. Thank you.
Thank you. Very good morning, one and all present for the webinar. Hope my presentation screen is visible to you all and my voice is audible to everyone. You can just respond by giving a message in the chat box. Is it audible? My voice is audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the screen is visible. The screen is visible?
Yes, sir. The screen is visible. Yes.
Oh, okay. The only thing I cannot view the screen, but in which screen I just want to check. 1 second. Show conversation. Okay. Fine. Very happy to be in the session on entrepreneurship, development skills, attitude, and behavior. So in this particular day, like you'll be learning about entrepreneurship and very much need of the hour, I would say. It's very much need of the hour, particularly for science graduates. You are all science and technology graduates. Like our nation, it needs more entrepreneur rather than an employees working for some corporate companies. So you need to start up a new venture. That is the need of the hour. So there is a lot of initiatives are taken by the government as well as the educational institution for coming out with new enterprises. And for starting a new enterprises, we need entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs like you. Okay, so today we will be seeing who's an entrepreneur and what is this, how the journey of an entrepreneur is, and how the journey gives a output of an enterprises. This is a flow. Okay, so we will be seeing the in each and every process. So in this particular session for the next 1 hour or 1.5 hours, like you can interact with me very well. You can interact with me. You need not to what I can say stop. You just keep listening only to the my presentation, and you can also participate. You can also give your valuable comments so that I can understand that you are all in the same focus. Okay, fine. So as your professor said, like I'm a faculty for Entrepreneurship Development Institute and few other business school training MBA graduates and also entrepreneurs on entrepreneurship skills. So before we start the session, I just want to tell you one thing. See, entrepreneurship journey in India, it was before 30 years, it was good, but in the last 3 decades, last 30 years, uh, the the flow of entrepreneurs, the what I can flow or the journey of entrepreneurship has been stopped, or they have diverted to some other career because of not able to face the challenges, not having the skills like that. So today they need more of entrepreneurs today, and our nation need more of entrepreneurs, and they are taking a lot of initiative for bringing new entrepreneurs in the field. So this is one such program. Okay, so in this program I just want to show you the flow, how the flow of entrepreneurship is. You can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, yes.
You
Yes,
see the
sir.
three process you see: entrepreneur, entrepreneurship, and enterprises. This screen you see?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir, we can see it. You can run the slideshow, sir.
Slideshow. Okay. But when I see the team's screen, I'm not able to view my screen, which I'm sharing.
Okay, sir. Okay, fine.
Hmm. Okay, so in this particular screen, we will be seeing the process of entrepreneurship. We'll be seeing the process of entrepreneurship. This entrepreneurship concept or the entrepreneurship idea or a business idea start with one single person. That person is called as an entrepreneur. That person is called entrepreneur. So this person takes the initiative of starting a new business. Before he starts a business, he needs to get an idea. First, he needs an idea of starting a new business. So he is an individual person. He is an individual person. So he is called as an entrepreneur. First person who gets an idea of starting a business. So the journey starts from a single person. The journey starts from a single person to once he gets an idea, you need to implement that idea, right? You need to implement that idea. For that, you need lot of activities to be taken. You need to make some process. You need to do some organize something, and it involves lot of actions. It involves a lot of action and is doing a activity. The continuous process is taking place, and a lot of initiatives has to be a lot of plans has to be drawn, and lot of schedules has to be done, lot of meetings has to be done, and lot of groundworks has to be done, and you need to get lot of information, and you need to go on inquiry, lot of things, lot of process are there. That is journey is called, that action plan is called entrepreneurship. Once it takes all this process, all the activity is happening and something in action is doing, then it becomes the outcome of all his activity, or the outcome of all his process becomes an enterprise. That is a organization or an industry or a factory or institution. This is how the process is. You understand the three process. First, starting from an individual person, he takes an action plan, that is called entrepreneurship. Once the action has been taking part, the result is enterprises. The result is enterprises. You understand this three process now? If you understand this three process, we will go to the next. You can use the chat box and you can type. You can yes understood, or yes just alphabet yes you can type, so that I can understand what you are you're getting my point or not. So totally how many participants are there in this group? Totally how many participants are there? 20 plus participants are there. You can easily respond no by chat typing in the chat box. You understand the process, entrepreneurship process? Can I get a response? Yes, no, yes. Thank you, thank you for your response. Very good, very good. This is what I need. So I need your attention as well. Very good, fine. So, so this is the process. So starting from an individual, all his idea is converted into action. All his ideas converted into action. Some process is happening, some activity is taking part. Then the outcome is enterprise. So this enterprise is something is called that business. That business may be a training business, or in the or a factory, or any trading, or even any IT business, whatever it may be. That is an enterprise which gets a physical existence. which gets a physical existence, some kind of a physical activity and physical presence is there and recognitions is there. It has got a name, it has got an address, it got a recognition. All this is called as an enterprises. Okay, this is how it goes on. Okay, now next we are going to see about that individual person. We are going to see about the individual person. Who's that individual person? One second, be online. One second, be online. Okay. So in this part, we are going to see about that individual person who is an entrepreneur. What comes to your mind as soon as somebody says, why don't we start a business? What thing which comes to your mind immediately when we talk about business or when we talk about career as an entrepreneurship? What comes to your mind first? Can I get a response from you? Why don't you start a business? If somebody asks you like that, what comes to your mind first? What comes to your mind first? Friends, Patkar, you can respond. Sona. Finance, very good. Okay, finance comes to your mind. Very good. Okay, so I'll ask you a written question to you. If you ask any successful entrepreneur, who is a successful entrepreneur today, who has got their establishment, who has got their presence all over India, such a kind of entrepreneur you are going to question. If you ask them, why did you start a business, will they say they have a lot of finance in their hand at the time of starting their business? If you ask the successful entrepreneur, why did you start a business or why did you take entrepreneurship as your career, will there be answer? Will they answer that I have lot of money and my family had lot of money, so I started the business? Will that be a answer? Will you be getting the answer like this? Yes or no?
No, sir. No.
Okay. So what they had, what the successful entrepreneur had when they started the business, what they had when they started a business, they had a business idea, not finance. So when you want to start a business, more than the finance, first thing you should have a good idea of starting a business. You should have a good idea of starting a business and you need lot of skills, entrepreneur skills you should require. So this will take you to the successful part. This will take you to the successful part. I don't say finance is not required, but I would say finance alone will not make you success, or finance alone is not required to start a business. Finance is also required. Okay, so as a successful entrepreneur or an entrepreneur, your mindset should be clear that you should not keep only finance in your mind, because when we talk about risk, finance is involved. When we talk about risk, finance is involved. So please, as an entrepreneur, first you should have a very good idea of what business you are going to do. What business you are going to do. So as an entrepreneur, he requires a business idea and he invest time. He invest time and also risk. He invest and some money and also some money. Four thing is required for an entrepreneur to invest in business. After exploring all this thing, he may get profit or loss. That is up to him. Okay, so first, as an entrepreneur, he invests his business idea, time, risk, and finance. You understand now? You understand now? But when I asked for you all, you first thing what came to your mind is finance. Okay, so you have to change your attitude from that. You have to change your attitude from that. Okay, first what is required is a very good clear business idea, which is very much required. So coming to entrepreneurship charms, entrepreneur should have a very good vision. Entrepreneurship should have a very good vision. What do you mean by a vision? What do you mean by a vision? Which is a forecasting thinking, which is a lot, which is for you should, as an entrepreneur, you should think for long time. You should think for a very long time of doing a business. Many people fails in their business because they don't have a long term plans. They don't have a long term plan. They don't have a clarity of idea what they are going to do after 5 years, after 10 years. Okay, today all the successful entrepreneurs started their business with a vision, with the vision. See, some of the product daily usable, using whatever the product you are using, maybe a FMCG product or durable product, whatever product, your grandparents would have used, your parents would have used, you are all using it, and your future, your next generation will also be using such kind of a product from one particular company. Can you name any such company like that? Can you name any such company like that? The company's product, that product your grandparents should have used, your parents would have used, you are using it, and your next generation also will be using it. Can you name any product like that? Can you name any product like that? Product or
Clothes, sir.
company? Sorry?
Raymond.
Raymond. FMCG, any FMCG product can you name? Huh? There are many products. For example, starting from your kitchen, as soon as you go to you get a, what you expect a tea or a coffee in the morning. Okay, any product like that? Generation to generation use. If shall we take an example of Tata? Can we take example of Tata? Tata tea, Tata salt, and also it keeps going. In automobile, they are electricals, they are in, they are steel, they are into, gold, they are into, IT, they are into. Lot many products. They started the business with a vision of doing a business for next generation to generation to generation. You understand the point? They started with the vision, with for doing the business for next to next generation. That is why they are still in the market. That is why they are still in the market, and they are very successful. So as an entrepreneur, you should have a very good vision. You should have a very good vision. You understand the meaning for vision? You understand the meaning for vision? A company or a business should operate for the next generation to generation. This is how the entrepreneur's mindset should be. Their attitude should be like that. Okay, it is not just doing a business or whatever comes and you are enjoying that, or if it is not coming, you are suffering that. No, it is the business should not be like that. The business should not be like that. You should have a very clear mindset. By this year, I have to earn this much. By this month, this time, I have to make my wealth like this. Like that, he has to keep going. Fast moving consumable goods companies, yeah, whatever it may be, any company. So any business, it may business not only for FMCG, it can be for durable, it can be for any kind of any model of a business. But entrepreneurship mindset should be like, it should be with a lot of vision. It should be a man with a vision. Okay, so that vision should be for a generation to generation. You have to do if you are starting a business, your next generation should continue that business, and it should keep expanding. Like that mindset an entrepreneur should have. You understand? This is what entrepreneurship mindset should be. Okay, first starting with an vision. Okay, next, an entrepreneur should be an innovator. What do you mean by an innovator? Innovation. What do you mean by innovation or innovator? A man, an entrepreneur should be an innovator means what? Innovator, innovation. What do you mean by innovation? Your people are technology oriented people. You should be knowing what is innovation. What is it? What is it? You can respond to me, participants, by chatting in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself and respond to me so that it will be very interactive. I want to give some impact in the session. So innovation is coming out with a new product. See, technology people, you are all technology people. You are coming with new products, innovators. You are the first people for bringing a new product, engineers. You are coming out with there, introduce a new methods or idea. Very good. Idea alone is not innovation. Please keep that in mind. That is a very important thing you have to keep in mind. Idea is creative idea. That idea means it is a creative idea, means new. Okay, but that idea has to be implemented. That idea has to come into practical. When it comes, that idea comes into practical means what is the output you are getting? That creative idea coming into practical. That coming into practical means it has become a reality. It has become a reality. So that reality means a new product has come. That reality, that idea converted into reality means a new product has come. New product for a business has come. New product for the consumer has come. New product in the market is available. You understand the business term of innovation? You have an idea, that is creativity idea. The new idea is called creativity idea. Thinking new things, new idea. Art of thinking new things is creativity. That creativity is an idea. The creativity is an idea. That idea has to come into practicality. That becomes an innovation. There is a lot of difference between creativity and innovation. That concept, the idea alone is creativity. But when it comes to practicality, when it has come to when you implement that idea, then it becomes an innovation because the new product has come to the market. You understand? Meena, you understand? Yes. Okay. So this is how a business person's mindset should be. They should come out with new products. They should come out with new product, new services, new business models. You have to come out with new things. Entrepreneur should be like that. That attitude should be thinking what we can bring new according to the technology, according to the new future and next trends. Like that, all kind of things should happen in the entrepreneur's mindset. Okay, next is an entrepreneur should be a very good resource allocator. What do you mean by resource? What are all resources? What are all resources? What are all resources? Can you name some few resources for in business? Can you name few resources for in business? You all there? Participants, you are all there? Or I alone just talking? No, my sessions will not be a one raw material missioner. Ashish, very good, very good, Ashish. Raw materials is an one resource. Raw materials, machinery is one of the resources. And what about other resources? Whatever resources available, human resource is a very good resource. Human resource. Yes, you are right. Patkar, you are right. Human resource, raw materials, machinery, infrastructure, working space. That is what infrastructure means. And what all you have and how effectively you are going to use that resources. That resources should not be kept in idle. What is the optimum utilization of the resources? If space is available, how effectively that space is used. You have 24 hours in a day. That space, working space, as you said, like Meena said, working place, how effectively it is being used, whether it is used to the fullest capacity, 24 hours, only 8 hours are working, remaining, why it has not been, you have to think like that. So after 8 hours of work, that work is kept idle, how effectively I can utilize that space. That space is your resource, how it can be used, like that you have to keep thinking. You have a very good raw materials, some resources are available in that particular land, so why don't you use that resource and you convert some idea and you convert some that material into a finished product. Like that your brain should be, you should activate your brain like that, and as an entrepreneur you should keep thinking like that. You have very good human resource, how effectively it can be utilized, how effectively you can utilize that human talents, how can you get the productivity out of it. Like that you have to think. As an entrepreneur you have to think like that. So an entrepreneur should be a resource allocator and utilize the resource accordingly. You have to use the resource accordingly. Next, new technology. You are technical people, you know how to make use of the technology. Today's business is technology oriented business. Technology means not only information technology, which also means electronics, electricals, mechanicals, robotics today, artificial intelligence, data science, lot of things are available. So how you are going to utilize the technology? If you are a technopreneur, there is a term called technopreneurs. They can very fast, they can come out uh, to the positive path or the successful path. Technopreneurs, they have proved it. See, when you say some business is successful, it requires 10 years. 10 years. But technopreneurs are becoming very successful. They are becoming well known within 4 to 5 years. Using the technology, they are doing some business. Can you name some business like that? Using the technology, maybe any technology, whatever technology, logistics may be their technology, IT may be their technology, electronics may be the technology, telecommunication may be their technology. Using the technology, doing the business. Can you name some business like that? Can you name some business like that? Technology oriented business. Technology oriented business. Technopreneurs. They're shining. They're coming out to the successful path or the scale up stage. Going taking the business to the next level very quickly using the technology. Can you give some examples for that? You don't have any example for that? Can you name some? Just unmute and you can talk to me using the technology. Tesla, very good. Tesla using the technology. And you can just quote some of our Indian business. Indian business. How about your place? You have any food delivery partners? Food delivery partners? Any food delivery partners are available in your place? Can you name few? Have you heard of this business called Swiggy? You know Swiggy? Yes or no? Just type yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Zomato. How they are doing the business? How they are doing the business? With the help of technology. Zomato has any of their outlets. Zomato doesn't have a single kitchen. They don't have a single kitchen, but they have a tie-up with other kitchens or restaurants or hotels. and how they are doing the business with the help of technology. How they are getting the revenue with the help of technology. That application, that software, that application, mobile application with the help of telecommunication. With the help of telecommunication, they are getting the business, technopreneurs. You understand? Okay, so acquiring the new technology is very important thing for a business people. You cannot just ignore, or you cannot just say that this technology will not work out like that. You have to make research on that, whether how effectively it can be used for your business. Okay, so this is how you can think as an entrepreneur. This is how you have to think as an entrepreneur. Like that, lot many people are there. Uber, Ola. Okay, so these people are there using the technology. They are doing the businesses, logistics based businesses, all there. Okay, next, identifying new market. Identifying new market. What do you mean by a market? Identifying new market means what? What do you mean by market? Identifying the new customer. Identifying the new customer. Okay, so you need to find out where you can get, where you can sell your new products. If you want to sell your new products, you need to find out the customers. You have to find out the new customer, where they are, in which geographical location. You're doing a business in one location, why don't you travel to another location? Is there any restriction for you to do business other than your boundary? Do you have any restriction of doing a business to the next boundaries or next geographical location? Is there any rule for us like that? You can do business all over, overseas. You can do business. You can do business anywhere in the globe, anywhere in the world. You can do business. Nobody is stopping you. You need to find out new market. In that particular market, what is the demand? In that particular area, what kind of problem the customers are facing? You have to find out. Do you have a solution for their problem? Do you have a solution for their problem? That problems and that solution becomes a business. That problem and the solution becomes a business. You're getting my point? You're getting my point? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. In one particular geographical location, the people are facing certain kind of a problem. That problem, whether you can able to solve that problem, that solve, that solution, the solution you give is a business. You price that solution. You keep price for the solution, then it becomes a revenue to you. Means revenue to the business. You're getting some revenue to the business. This is how you have to entrepreneurship. Keep thinking, okay, in this particular area, people are facing this kind of problem. They are not used of this particular product. This product will be very useful to them to solve the problem. If you identify like that in that particular location, you do business. You do business and get revenue. Which means you need to explore the market. You need to explore the market. You need to find, you as a business person, don't think just what you can see around. The world is so big. The world is so big. You as an entrepreneur, you are born to do business all over the world. There is no restriction for you. No government restriction, no political restriction. Nothing like that. Your mindset and your attitude should be like that. But most of our people mindset is just to what I can do, what I can get. This is enough. This is enough for you only. not for your next generation, not enough for the society. You are capable of doing many things. That whatever your mindset is, very narrow down. Have a broad mindset. Should have a broad thinking. You need to explore new markets. This is how you have to be as an entrepreneur should be. Keep thinking big. That is what exploring new market, finding out the new market. Understood? You understood the idea of exploring new market, identifying new market? Yes. Next one is identifying the new business model. What do you mean by a business model? How many models of business you know? Can you name few business models? Can you name few business models? Business model means a design of business. Design of business means how you, what kind of operations you do, what kind of activity you do, so that activity brings revenue to the business. Any models you have? Any models you know? Production is one business model. You're converting the raw materials into finished goods, and the finished goods is sold in the market. This is one model. Can you name any other business models? Can you name any other business models? I would like to see your response, at least in the chat box. Any other business models you know? Any other business models you know? You don't know any other business models? I told production is one business model. Product is one business model. And what is next? Product or service? Another thing is service based business model. Service based business. You are giving a consultation, you are giving your expert opinion, you are giving a diagnosis. Franchisee, very good, Mr. Mishra. Akash Mishra, he has given a very good. Another business model is franchisee based business model. Utilizing the brand image, using their brand image, and you're doing a business in your area. Need not to make any big publicity. You operate a business. Example, KFC, McDonald's. They are giving a franchisee and you're doing a business in your area. Franchisee based business model. You're utilizing their public image, you're utilizing their brand image, you using their business model and doing some business. In return, you're giving a franchisee royalty. Franchisee royalty. Very good, Mr. Mishra. Any other business model? Any other business model? Retail business model. Retail business model. Production, product, service, and you have say direct sales. Okay, franchisee. Any other business model you know? Any other business model? Advertising. Can we take it as advertising based business model? Can we take it as that is what consultation, the service oriented. You're giving some service idea, business advertising idea, service oriented business model that comes under service idea. The latest one, the latest or very popular today's scenario. B2C, Sagar, very good. Sagar Yadav, very good. What do you mean by B2C? Business to customer. Business to customer. Any FMCG, any durable product. Your business is giving the product to the customer or the end user, consumer. Consumer is the end user of the product. You're giving a product like that. So B2C business model. What do you mean by B2B? Can you name any B2B model? Can you name B2B model? Crowdsourcing model. Very good. Very good. Akshay Mishra is also one of the best model. Crowdsourcing. Very good. Okay. B2B business model. You know what is
India
B2B
Mart.
business model? Such kind of a
B2B is India
product
Mart.
used for another business alone. What kind of, can you name some business, some product of B2B? Any product of B2B? Meena, can you name any product of B2B model?
Amazon.
Sorry? B2B
Amazon.
product. Can you name any product? Can you name any product like that? You use printer in your house. You use printer, right? You have printer. You might be having a printer, but will you be having a the photocopier machine at home? Photocopier machine you'll be having at home? No, that is for some business purpose. You buy a car, you buy a hatchback or a sedan or a 7-seater car for your home, but will you be using a bus? No, that is for a business purpose, that is for a commercial purpose. So certain product or service used for commercial purpose are called B2B products or B2B products. Okay, fine. Next, can you give some example? C2C. C2C. Example, B2C you said, B2B you said, B2C. Sorry, C2C. C2C business model. You know, can you give some example? Can you give some example? C2C. Customer to customer. OLX. Quicker. You're posting your product which is available. Customer to customer. You're doing something, right? Okay. So this is C2C. What is this India Mart? What is this India Mart? In which particular model it comes to? eBay, all, which particular model it comes to? It comes to e-commerce. It comes to e-commerce business model. India Mart, your eBay, all other comes to this e-commerce based business model or digital business model. Okay, and one more business model, subscription based business model. Have you heard of this subscription based business model? Subscription based business model. You know what is subscription based business model? Have you used any subscription based business products? Subscription based business model. Very good, Mr. Pakhtar, right? Netflix, yeah, now you are all coming with very good top answers. Netflix, Amazon, Prime. Okay, during the pandemic situation, many people have started subscription based business model. Future is going to be a subscription based business model. Yeah, Spotify, you're right. This is a subscription based business model. Okay, have you heard of this aggregator business model? Aggregator business model. Aggregator business model. Aggregator. Aggregator business model. Aggregator business model is bringing all the similar kind of business units in one particular platform. Bringing a similar kind of a businesses. Similar kind of businesses in one particular platform. That particular platform is called application. Yes, very good. What you said is right. Uber. Okay. Yes, this is subscription. Uber. Similar fleet size, similar cars. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yo. Very good. Very good. All kind of hotels you are bringing into one particular platform. Oh yo. Very good. You are right. Very good. So many education business based on subscription based. Very good. Yeah, you're right. Fine. Redbus, Zomato, all this is fine. Very nice. Very nice. Have you heard of Freebian business model? Freebian. Freebian. Freebian business model. Can you name any Freebian based business model? Freebian business. Will they give any product for free? Will they give any product for free? And if they give everything free, what is the revenue? Then why they need to do a business? Is there any business like that? Freebian. Facebook, very good. Facebook, right. WhatsApp, very good. Spotify. Spotify. But when you want a premier version of it, you need to pay it. YouTube, free. When you want to use the premier version or premier type of that particular service, you need to pay for that. Introducing freely, later they are charging it. Later they are charging it. Okay, so this kind of things are available. This kind of a model is also there. So as an entrepreneur, come out with new business models. You come out with new business models. New business models you have to come out with. Cloud kitchen, new business model. Like that, you have to keep thinking as an entrepreneur and you have to come out with a new business model, which is very, very important for you. Okay. Next is risk manager. Entrepreneur as an risk manager. As an entrepreneur, already I said you invest risk. Business involves risk. But as an entrepreneur, you should be able to manage that, which is very, very important. You should be able to manage that. Nobody in the last 50 years or 70 years, nobody in the last 10 years or last 50 years have faced this kind of a pandemic situation. This kind of a pandemic situation. It is not only for the state of Maharashtra or state of Tamilnadu or state of Karnataka. It is all over the world. This situation is all over the world. Business are under risk. Business are under risk, but they are able to manage that. They are forced to manage that. They are taking many measures to manage the risk. Yes or no? What are the positive or what are the flourishing business in this pandemic situation? Can you name few sectors? Few businesses are very flourishing, sir. Few businesses are very good. They have a very good scope, very good flourishing stage. In which what are the kind of business having that kind of a positive growth in this pandemic situation? Can you name few? Can you name few business having a positive signs or a very good, what I can say, flourishing business? Pharmacy, yes, you are right, Mr. Ashish. Ashish is right. Pharmacy, one, medical, very good. Yes, you're right. Okay, now I'm asking you the other question. Which are the sectors having a lot of challenges? Which are the sectors having a lot of challenges? Challenging in this pandemic's last two and a half years. Which are the sectors are having a challenge or facing a challenge? Which sectors, which are the industries are facing a challenge? Can you name few? At least one or two. There is no business is having a problem today. Education sector? No, this education sector is managing that problem with the help of technology. You are managing, right? You are managing that risk, right? With the help of technology of conducting an online session. This is called risk taking, risk managing. Very good. Restaurant is, I can take it as an example. Airlines, I can take it an example. Cinema theaters, very good. Media sectors, I can take it as an example. Construction, very good. Yes, Mr. Ganesh, construction. Construction equipments are facing a problem. Construction raw materials, construction materials like cement, paint. Paint companies are started manufacturing the hand sanitizers, purifiers, kind of a business. They are converting that business because they need to manage. They need to manage. So instead of manufacturing lot of paints, because construction is having lot of problem, that no working capital is available with the builders or the raw material or the landowners. So construction people, what the paint companies, what they are doing, they have started manufacturing the purifiers, hand sanitizers, like that kind of a sprays they are manufacturing. Automotive sectors. Automotive sectors also a problem, challenge. What they are doing? They have started manufacturing the ventilators, which is very demand in the hospitals. They started manufacturing the ventilators, oxygen ventilators. So they are managing the risk. They are managing the risk. Many restaurants were closed. What the chef will do for his living? The chefs are started taking online classes, cookery classes. They're taking a cookery online classes, baking classes. They are taking. So they are they are managing the risk. They are managing the risk. You understand? So as a business person, as an entrepreneur, you should be able to manage the risk. You understand my point? You understand? If you understand, type US. Understand or understood. US, type US in the chat box. Nobody understood. No response I'm getting. Huh? Nobody understood. Okay, fine. Okay, next. An entrepreneur's decision is taken, it should not be changed. Once you have taken a decision, make it as a successful decision. There is nothing called a good decision or wrong decision in businessman's dictionary. There is nothing called good decision or bad decision in entrepreneur's dictionary. Once he has taken a decision, it is called a success decision. The decision should lead to success. An entrepreneur should take efforts. He has to march towards that decision until it gets succeed. This kind of a mindset should an entrepreneur should have. Whatever decision it is, once taken, don't change it, and don't think that this decision what I have taken is wrong decision. There's nothing called that. Nothing called wrong decision. Businessman's dictionary, the decision means it's a success decision. Once it is taken, Once you've taken a decision to start a business, you do a business until it succeeds. You take continuous effort for making it. Once succeed is achieved, once the business reaches the successful path, the entire benefit you are going to attain it. The entire benefit you are going to attain it. Nobody else. So these are the attitudes, and your behavior towards the action should be like this. Entrepreneurs. You understood now? You understood? You're clear about this entrepreneurship mindset? Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, we are going to see about this entrepreneurship process. This entrepreneurship vision, entrepreneurship means you take any business, that business will be having a vision. Any successful business website or prospectus or anything you go and see, there will be a first page about us. In the about us, there will be 3 columns. One is vision, mission, and objectives. So a business operates with an objective. Without objective, you cannot operate a business. If it is the business without objective, there is a lot of question mark for us scaling up. Scaling up means for the growth of the business. 80% of the business fails. 80% of the startup business fails because of not having a clear objective of doing a business. This objective can be financial objective. What is my earnings in next 3 months? What is my earnings in the next 6 months? What is my earnings in the first 2 years? And in the next 5 years, what is my objective? Are you working, taking measures to achieve that objective? Are you monitoring your activity? Are you measuring your performance? If you need all this activity has to be taken, first you need to have an objective. Business without objective will not succeed. Business without objective cannot be succeed. Objective is short term, but vision is long term. I told you the vision means it should be for generation to generation. You're starting a business for the next generation, next generation, next generation. Like that, it has to keep moving. After completing of 30 years, that vision should keep thinking about the next generation. This is how a vision statement should be. This is how your vision should be. Your business products vision should be like that. Each and every activity in your entrepreneurship journey, you should keep thinking about this vision, and you should start marching for the objective. This is how an entrepreneurship should start. Understood? Okay. Now, okay. What do you see in the screen? What do you see in the screen? Do you see anything in the screen? Which topic you are seeing?
Business enterprise.
Business enterprise. So we have seen about an entrepreneur and how an entrepreneur should be and what are all its traits or what are all its attitude. Now how the enterprises operates. Now we are going to see about the outcome. with the vision, with the objective, you form some enterprises, some physical activities happening, some work is happening there. That place is called enterprise. That place is called enterprise. That enterprise has got an identity. That place has got and some kind of recognition, name, brand, address, registrations. This is all legal entities. These are all legal entities. What are the legal requirements for starting a business? Can you name few legal requirements for starting a business? Few legal requirements for starting a business. Can you name few? Very few. Can you name few, sir, please? You need a address, registration. What all you need for starting a business? Registration firm. Very good. Business enterprise. Registration firm. What kind of a registration? MSME registration, SSI registration, UDM registration, or partnership registration, or company registration. What some kind of a registrations are required? GST is there, license is there, no objection certificate, NO is there, NOC is there, or any specific license is required for starting a explosive kind of a business, something involved into chemicals or petrochemical or what I can say, an explosive kind of a thing. You need to get a approval from the Department of Control of Explosive. Such license is required. If you are doing some kind of a tannery business, you need an environmental certificate. If you are doing a food business, what kind of certification is required? Food business. If you are doing a food business, what kind of certificate is required? FSSAI certificate is required. So many regulations are there for doing a business. This is called legal or corporate legal entity is required. And these are the approvals for doing a business. These are the permission you required for operating your business in your place. The internal elements or functional elements inside the business. Some of the things are marketing, sales, operation, research and development, accounts, human resource, and management. These are the things. What do you mean by marketing? Marketing is taking the lead, generating the lead. Who is my potential customer? Who can buy my product? For whom my product is more required? Like that, you have to identify the customer. You need to identify the customer. Getting their information, getting their name or even a mobile number or any data about that particular customer is called lead generation. After getting the information, after generating such kind of a information, that information has to be given to the sales department. That information has to be given to the sales department. What is the activity of the sales department? That sales department convert the lead into revenue. The information about the customer is given. The sales piece will has to go to the customer's place, or he has to reach the customer, and somehow you have to convince the customer and sell your product. After selling the product, you have to get the revenue out of it. This is what salespeople's task. Don't think sales and marketing are same. Sales and marketing are different, but they are closely associated. They are closely associated in terms of giving advertisement, in terms of giving product information to others, in terms of giving proper propaganda, making the products information convert and giving the product information to customers is marketing's activity. Likewise, convert and getting the customers data and giving them to the sales department is marketing's duty. Sales department duty is to generate revenue. You do something and convert into business. You do something, and something is the sales activity, promotional activity. You do something and converting them into revenue. This is what sales departments work. You understand? Next is operations. Operations are very important people, which are the very backbone or the shadow of business. Should be a shadow of a business. If it is like what I can say, if operations are not good, your product and service will not be good. If operations are not good, your customer satisfaction will not be good, will not be there. You should have a very good, clear system. System should happen systematically on time. That is what operation. That is what operation. Even when you are sleeping, that activity has to happen. That process has to happen, so that you can reach the customer on time. Your product can reach the customer on time. It is like a pipeline connectivity, water connectivity in your house. Whenever it is required, it has to be there. So it will be, everything is systemized. Everything is systemized and the flow is there. Operations are there. In business, operations is very, very important. Operations is very, very important. Okay. Next one is accounts. Monitoring of business is taken care of accounts. Every business activity has to be summarized, and it has to be recorded. Then only you can know your performance. Then only you can know your performance. If you are not able to see your performance, you are going in a wrong direction, or without knowing the direction. Simply without knowing the direction, you are marching somewhere. This is what means if a business doesn't have an accounts. You are marching somewhere, but you are moving. You're taking a lot of efforts. You're marching. You're going somewhere, but you don't know where you are going. If accounts is there, you know where the business is marching, whether the business is in profit or loss, or in order to gain profit, what measures you have to take, what expenses you can cut down. All this information this accounts will give for your business. If accounts is not summarized, you will not know where you have sowed the seed, where you have sowed the seed. If you don't know where you have sowed the seed, you cannot reap it. Cannot reap it. You sow a seed for your benefit, but when it cultivated into, when it grown as a plant or a tree, or it gives lot of fruits, it will not for you. It is not for you. So when you put money, you should know where you are putting your money, where you can take that money back. Only proper accounts can give you all the details. Okay. Next, proper human resource management. Proper human resource management. What kind of employees you are required? What skill set should they have? If you say that I am the only person going to do the business, what kind of ability you should have? What side of skills you should have? You should possess. If you don't have that skills, you should fill that gap. You should fill the gap. That ability, you should get it. Or you are hiring, that hiring person should have that kind of a skill set. So you need to find out, you need to clearly know what kind of roles and responsibility the person who's doing a business should require. Finally, coming to a management. As an entrepreneur, performing all the functional tasks is not your responsibility. Management is the foremost biggest responsibility, or the foremost important thing for you. You need to take decisions, you need to implement that decision, you need to implement that plan, so that the other people are executing that plan. Executing that plan. This is how the business should be. This is how the business should be. You understand?
Yes,
Anybody
sir.
can perform marketing task, anybody can perform auditing task, anybody can write taxation, anybody can do marketing, anybody can do R&D, anybody can do human resource, but management you only have to do. You cannot appoint anybody for administration activities. Only you have to do this task. So this is how you have to perform the business. This is how you have to perform the business. Entrepreneurship attitude, your behavior, and your involvement in entrepreneurship should be like this. Then only you can get a very good enterprises. Successful business enterprises operate in this manner. Successful business enterprises operate in this manner. You understand? The process starting from an individual as an entrepreneur, then the process, then it becomes an enterprises. You understood the three stages? You understood the three stages? Now it is an open session for you to ask question. It is an open session for you to ask question. Any doubts? Any doubts? So far we have discussed. Any doubts? You can ask question. Any
Hello,
doubts, sir?
if any doubts, please ask freely to the sir. Okay, sir. We will conclude this workshop.
Okay.
So I request to Miss Meena Madam to express vote of thanks to sir.
Okay, sir. A very good morning to all. As all good things come to an end in life, so is the workshop. On behalf of Maharshi Parshuram College of Engineering, Velneshwar, I take this opportunity to propose vote of thanks who have directly and indirectly contributed to this workshop on entrepreneurship skills, attitude, and behavioral development, organized by our Instrumentation Engineering Department and Institute Innovation Council of VPM MPCOE Velneshwar. At the outset, I thank our resource person, Mr.N.S. VijayaGanesh sir, Director of TIPS Academy, Vellore, Tamilnadu. We are really enlightened with your knowledge and presence, sir. We are thankful to our Honorable Chairman, Dr. Vijay Bedekar sir, for their motivation. I would like to thank our Principal, Professor Avinash Pawar sir, for his enthusiastic support. I would also like to thank our department HOD and event coordinator of this workshop, Mr. Ketan Kundia sir, to organizing such an interesting and meaningful workshop. A special thanks to the organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staff for their unflinching support and coordination. Finally, the wonderful students who have turned up in such great numbers, not only from our department, but also from other departments of the college. Thank you so much for your cooperation. With these warm words and a kind message, we move to the end of today's workshop. Thank you once again, all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, once again.
Thank you so much for all the participants and also the faculty members, HOD, Ketan sir, for organizing this. I'm very glad. I'm hope the session was useful to the students. The information has been converted to them or reached them, and I will be very happy. Entrepreneurs from your institutions are coming into the next level. I'll be more happier uh, like this. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.